civilization considers the correct thing, like I was at a mental, like a struggle with that because civilization, this is right, but my mother and them telling me to do this and do that, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's kind of like fight.
Okay, all right, I got you
now. I had to grow up to realize and have my own
perception.
What's right.
Right. I got you. Now I got a better understanding now where you coming from. Let's start at
And we come with everything out of the scriptures, you know. We're the true holders of the truth, defenders of the gospel.
Right.
Okay, the churches, they're only going to tell you the good side, the prosperity. You're going to leave, you're going to feel good for a day, and then hell's going to hit you again.
Those people in those churches don't really believe in the Bible.
They believe in money.
They rarely read out the Bible.
Well, if you know, according to the Bible, the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
You know? That was the God of the Old Testament. Like the Lord all of a sudden said, well, you know what? I've decided to change. The book said the Lord never changed. Right. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, water. Oh, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Yep.
The Lord should cause you to be smitten before thy enemies. Smitten, smiting. You know, you understand what smitten mean?
Yeah, to be taken down.
Yeah, to be taken down by your enemies. Who? I mean, who are our people? Who are our enemies? You ain't gotta. I mean, let's make this clear. We go on the spirit. You can't always judge by this. You gotta read the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. But Esau Edom, aka the white man, the biblical white man, and that's his biblical name, Esau, Edom. He is our natural enemy. He is our brother. He is our brother. When you go into the scriptures, is the story of Jacob and Esau. Jacob is us, the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Israelites. Esau, that's Edom. And the scriptures say, in the womb, two nations meaning two nations of people were fighting inside the belly. So according to the scriptures, coming out the scriptures, that's our enemy.
Right.
But without you know,
Right.
all right, it was a little bit more on that.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, to go further into it, I mean, we know we live in the so-called America.
Right.
When you look in America, when you look at their laws, who do you think those laws are going to?
Cater to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're governing too.
Yeah, right.
They wasn't meant for them. They meant to keep us oppressed.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
And they'll sacrifice a couple of their own, by the way.
Yeah, they will.
For the cause. Because you know the head bankers, they're Jewish.
Oh yeah.
They're the ones who run everything. They don't care about the other white meat. They just use them to enslave us. That's what that North and South, that Civil War was about.
Absolutely.
Two-time losers against the elite.
That's all. And what they did in the Civil War, they used them to, when they civilized us, so to speak, the Jews said we want our slaves back. And in the South fought against that. And it became a banker's war. It became about money, because we were commodity.
Right.
And to add on what you were saying, the Jews technically did get their slaves back, because once that war was over, they gave the so-called Negroes their freedom, and then what happened after that? They couldn't survive. They couldn't live. They ain't have no land. They ain't had no property. So what they had to do was go back to the same plantation they were on.
Because they didn't know how to survive, they didn't know how to read. Like, yeah, I was looking into that.
Exactly.
But the so-called white man wind up getting pissed off because now they wanted to tax them.
Right.
That's why everybody has to have a social security number. So the white man is a slave too in his own society.
Yep.
But he gets the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his job is to hold these businesses down, like own CVS and these places, and hire us for cheap labor.
That's
Same
what you
way
call
as slavery.
that's what you call white privilege.
Yeah.
But tides are turning.
Or what they call it, middle class.
Middle class.
Yeah,
Most
well,
of the time.
Well, with DJ Trump in office, is middle class is on his way to being extinct.
Yeah.
You just gonna have rich and poor.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's already like that.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy
that.
brother, he was on this 50 block.
Oh, it's all right.
It says, "Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them," which means we've been practically scattered all over. We see the condition of our people. We're just not here. We're over in Africa, Jamaica, so on and so forth. We're everywhere, and we're still being oppressed, no matter how we look at it.
Right, and to add on to what that brother was saying, even here, like even in Baltimore, when things get hard in Baltimore for some of us, where we try to run to Atlanta, North Carolina,
Florida.
to try to duck the curses. But this is one thing for sure, and two things for certain. Whatever the Lord got deemed for you, you're not going to be able to duck it. Yep. You're going to have to go through all those things to the Lord ready to deliver you from that.
Yep.
Some things is not going to seem fair, but through time, the Lord kept he delivered us from so many situations. He delivered us from it, and we basically gave him our butt to kiss. That's why we go in these curses. That's why we so-called suffering right now. He love us, but the only way for us to get on track is we got to go through these conditions. For we to anything that you get is that's easy, you don't appreciate it. The Lord put us in these situations. We got these. Some of us got terrible jobs. Some of us in terrible situations, and we be like it ain't fair. But when you get delivered from that, you remember where you've been at before, and it's so much you grateful for it, you know.
Yeah.
It shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
And like the brother said, he said, we scattered and you removed to all the other kingdoms in the earth. Like I said, you think you're going to duck something in? Some people want to go back to Africa. Some people want to go move to Jamaica because everything they think everything's sweet from what they see, but it ain't.
It's an illusion.
The grass ain't always green on the other side.
Take you where you go.
Exactly.
Chapter 48 real quick.
Come.
And we got to show you according to the Bible who this really is. And that's what the brother is showing you. So we're going to give you concrete proof according to the Bible. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Because some people say the churches, that ain't talking about the black people here in America. Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
And who serving thy enemies? We serving thy enemies, like the brother just said. Got that social security number, man. That's a form of slavery. We set up here. Every person that has a job is not no black owned businesses where they gonna have people working for. Even it just ain't happening. You gonna be working under the table or something like that. You're not gonna be able to maintain that job because a so-called it ain't set up for a minority or a person of color to have a business because they not gonna give them the benefits like they give them. They get them businesses. They allow them to pay their workers certain wages, get them holidays off, or all that stuff. It's not gonna happen for us because we under the curse. It's not gonna happen.
That's right.
It's a little bit more out.
Yep.
Yeah. What's that Nate say? Listen good.
Listen up.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Uh-oh.
And hungerness and thirst and all things. he shall put a yoke on thy neck, and all those things. That yoke on.
Does that sound like us, sir? That they put the yokes of iron around our neck?
Yeah.
All right.
Back in slavery, they had that physical yoke on our neck. But right now, it's a mental yoke because we got to pay taxes, we got to pay rent, we got to pay for food, water. It's a constant yoke. You can't. This is America, supposed to be the land of the free, home of the brave. Ain't a damn thing here free.
And it was never brave.
Exactly.
That's that mental yoke. In fact, that yoke is really going into, like the brother said, mental slavery. That a lot of our people can't break from Esau, the white man. Anything Esau does, yeah, he's right. The white man can never be wrong. That's that mental yoke. The white man is the devil.
That Willie Lynch syndrome.
Willie Lynch. You told Willie Lynch?
If I may say this too, even on a personal level for yourself, because in the kingdom of heaven, when we rule, it's not going to be none of our people that have to have signs, asking for something. That shows you how fucked up this world that we live in is now. And then when you do get something from somebody, they looking down on you like you ain't nothing.
Well, honestly, in the kingdom of heaven, how that was. When you needed help, what we did is we cropped, and whatever was left outside the fence, you were able to come get it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go around with some signs begging for help.
Right.
You were supposed to be able to walk, and whoever was poor was able to, obtain whatever they could get, what was left over.
Right. And also in the kingdom, like right now, we at the bottom, we got to fight and scrap for everything. Even the heathen going to be able to eat good, because in a righteous society, everybody flourish. The heathen going to improve our, improve our well-being, and their well-being going to be taken care of because they're going to be following our laws and commandments.
Right.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous is in authority, people rejoice. The righteous meaning the elect, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of our people, and when we in authority, because that's who were the original rulers of this place, man. A lot of people don't know that we were the original kings of this place, man.
I know. Because it says in the word, you the king. Where's the word Agag? You man. You means color. Color man.
That man sharp. Yes. He must have been listening to some of Great Millstone.
Yeah, but like the brother said, you got some people got that mental yoke on their neck, and they go to Esau school and be taught their history. History is being taught by Esau. It's not teaching nothing about people of color, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans being of a high stature. They don't even really want to teach us that we were slaves. They want to teach us now that we were indigenous servants, like we had a right to be a slave or not. That's what the school system teaching you now. They trying to wipe out all their atrocities or the wickedness that they done and try to clean it up. Right, but they sit up here and talk about how the Holocaust was so bad. The original Holocaust was how they sit up here and took out people and killed them, man. That's the original Holocaust.
That's right. That's right. You know what's funny? Their Holocaust, so-called Holocaust, is right around the corner. They so-called Jewish Holocaust. And then to go further into it, I was working in a hospital one time, and they had their so-called Holocaust in the back of the kitchen, where they separate the Jewish from the regular people. Ain't that something?
We ain't looking for no kind of sympathy or nothing like that, because we understand. But why is it that they want to ignore what happened to us, man? They used to literally take out when we still are in slavery, but in those times they used to take out women and cut their stomachs out and had bets to see if it was going to be a male or a female. They used to take out babies and use it for alligator bait just to make shoes. They took L skin and made couches and filled the pillowcases with hair and all that stuff, man. What about these things? Why y'all not talking about that?
They just want to throw slavery under the rug. After all the stuff that they done did to our
It was so long ago.
Yeah, that's why our people like they are now.
But y'all still reaping the benefits off of it. Wells Fargo and all those other businesses.
One more thing to add on to what you said. They'll take like a big man, like one of us out there.
A buck.
Yeah, right. And they'll stand them up, and they'll have bets, and whether it's to see if they can chop them in half with one swift hit with a big ass axe. You know, you telling me Esau not the devil?
What they do with us now? They'll do with us what they do now is they'll pin us against each other. You see that how they do that with football?
Yeah.
Or with boxing, they'll pin us against each other.
Negroes police.
Yep.
Yeah, let the brother come down. Go ahead, brother. He's been doing that.
Yeah, he been doing this since the beginning of time.
It's like they have a slave with another slave, right? And then the master say stop and thank the master. You know what I mean? He's the one who had him beat you.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why we call the white man the devil. Devil meaning deceiver. He set up there. He real crafty in his wickedness, and he even when it went to the black man, it was the doorman, the light skinned man. He set up there. He really don't give a damn about him, but he got him in the door because basically that's his son or whatever. He look out for him a little bit, but he make the field niggas be mad at him because he set up there and got it a little bit better. That's the craftiness and the wickedness of the white man. That's what originally started that black on black crime right there. Having you hating your brother because of his stuff.
Not to make any points on the camera, but what about where they got pinatas from? Where you beat on them while they hanging?
That's another thing he did, a wicked thing he did.
Yeah, that makes sense. When they hung you, they took sticks and beat you.
They probably actually did it with real horses too. Probably took your horse and beat it too.
The white man is the devil.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
You familiar with Levi's, right? Yeah. You ever check the back of a Levi patch? The back of a Levi patch, it got horses on each side tearing the jeans apart. That's how they used to put niggas in check back in those times. The rebellious one that stand up to those Edomites, the one that ran away from the plantations, they took them and brought all the slaves in front of them, tied one leg up to one horse, tied one leg up to the other horse, smacked the horses so the horses ripped them apart. That's where Levi's got that from. So them jeans was originally a black man.
It was called buck breaking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, buck breaking when you had sex with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they did that to put the slaves in order.
Well, let's read according to the scriptures what's got to happen. I know you're ready to try to get down the street, but you've been listening.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. It was 16. 15. Okay. Verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been.
So basically what it's saying, everything happened before time is going to happen again. There's nothing new under the sun. Exactly.
I got a precept for you before you leave.
And the
there's a little bit more. Yeah.
And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Oh,
So every,
say it again.
but the Lord.
I bring it.
Oh, go ahead, bring it back again.
Read the whole thing over.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
So everything that happened before is happening again. But the Lord required that He requiring that to happen. It gotta happen. That's basically what that's saying is history repeats itself.
Where the other sign at?
But you also got he that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, go ahead, get that, Bubba Kashar. Revelation 13 and 10.
I also got another scripture that backs it up too.
The other one, with the date with the rod. And
What's that,
13, start at 9, Bubba Kashar.
This is Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
We all got those.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So those who led into captivity should go back into captivity. All those atrocities that they done to us, we got the spirit on us to be mad and want to do things. But according to the Lord, he that leadeth into captivity